this world of YouTube and the surrounding friends of my subscribers and everybody else who watches this video. I highly appreciate it. Thank you. Today is a sad place we're going. Very sad place. And it is stories like these that I like to expose people. Now, if I could get to anybody or anywhere or anything to anybody's house that has done child abuse, murdering, killing, let's see how far this case goes. So forth, saying, like Casey Anthony and Bella Bond, as will these parents get off any charges for murder? That being said, I just left Fitchburg High. Now, the other day, they had reports of a child, 2 children, abused. Cuts, bruises. Looked like they were kicked the shit out of, beaten to hell. Now, the story is so friggin' bizarre with all this crap. And the stories, don't make goddamn sense. You got this guy, a neighbor, talking about how he used to watch him get off the school bus and run straight to the home. Then they say that the kids were homeschooled. I mean, what that? Somebody want to make them, now there's the thing with the media and everything, geez. Sometimes people like to twist things around. Sometimes you don't know who to believe. My thoughts and theories. And, even the people around that neighborhood said they didn't see him much. Although these people are from Lowell, and out in Lowell, the guy used to help do this, do that. But I don't know, man. This is just... because they don't have no criminal records. No DCF cases. But yet... they're this so-called good fortune, good Samaritan people. All of a sudden they snap. That leads me to say that you cannot judge the book by its cover. You gotta look into that book. I used to say that in high school. People, you can't say that stuff. Teachers tell me, I said, you can't judge me by my cover. And I'd all piss the teachers off when I'd say that stuff, because you got to read the book of the person to get to know them. I mean, you don't know nothing but the cover and the good nature that they bring, then you're up shit's creek. Now, due to cases upon cases getting thrown out, people getting off of murder, alright? Honestly, to me, Bella Bond, they were the last 2 people with that child to jail, rest of their life. Actually, they murdered her, the death penalty. Casey Anthony was the last person with that child. And she was even worse with her, my month, the nanny, and all this BS. Last person with the child should be a new law, gets the punishment. Don't care, that's your child. Whether you did something or not, you were the last person with them. You're supposed to protect your children. You're supposed to treat your children with... and you let it die? No, you die. How about that? So these people, I don't know, man, they're very, right now, secretive. And if they ain't got no background, who knows what the hell else they have done nobody knows about. Jack the Ripper has been anonymous for many, many years. I mean, there's been other killers that, and I can't even use him because there wasn't even DNA back then, but there's been some serial killers to this date that have still never been found. Or even someone ain't even been charged. So, I mean, yeah. There are ways, hey, you can do it. But, of course, you get caught. Punishment is where punishment is due. So as you can see, we're on the wooded area. We're heading to Stony Brook Road. I hope I don't get up. But I want to show this place. I do. I honestly do. I want to put this on the map. Because I can't stand people like this. And I don't care. We're at Stony Brook Village. I'm sick. I get my phone properly set up so my hand don't get numb. But I'm going to expose these people. I don't care. I'm just sick of stories like this. Children dying. And nothing gets done. They ain't even been charged yet, they say. But my son came home that day and said his school was on lockdown. Sizer's school down the street, lockdown. For what? What was this person going to do? Where is it? 139. There we are. 139. There's 2 cars. Nobody's there still. We'll be coming around the bend and showing you the house forward, but let me get over here because I don't want people seeing what I'm doing. But as you can see, this is a very but you can't disclose nothing. You can't be that person sitting there saying, "Oh, this neighborhood, I never expected that to happen." You know, you just can't say that, man. I don't care where there's been so many murders out in the woods in a log cabin or some kind of suburban area that make your head friggin' turn and flip. And it's like out in Sterling. Was it Sterling? Yeah, Sterling with the dentist. There's a guy doing teeth. Having an affair with his wife. His wife's murdered. That guy is now out of jail, I think. Get away with murder. She committed suicide. Sure. Right. Yeah, just like Marilyn Monroe committed suicide. And they had a story on last night about how Bobby and Mr. JFK, yeah, I believe it. Some guy heard audio tapes of them two consulting and gonna murder her because, yeah, alright, she might have had a mental illness and stuff. But you don't murder the person. Come on. Oh, you don't want your marriage and stuff being all ruined, huh? And I don't know who's over in that house. I don't want to stay too long, but there it is. And just to think what went on in the brutality that went on in that house. Sick. Just sick. You know, I'm sick of people doing this to kids and then getting off later on down the line. Even Elsa Oliver. Jeremiah Oliver. Where's that kid? Long gone. Where's the mother? Last one with that kid, nothing happened to her. In jail, oh, whoop-de-doo, and I think she should be getting out. Oh, yeah. I don't want to stay here too long to get some cops here, but yep, that's it, 139 Stony Brook Road. I don't care. Expose them. Hope someone comes by and does the same thing to them. If they got someone, I hope someone shanks them in a jailhouse. Now them two, they look very unstable people to me. I could tell a person when they're sickly looking. And there she was posting pictures. And then they said that she posted notes that she had beat her kids. A reminder posting stick-it note. Now, if that ain't telling me or anybody that this woman is mentally deranged because she's posting sticky notes, yeah. You know how mental you gotta be? Then she's taking selfies of herself all dressed up. Hey, look at me, yeah, whoop-de-doo. Someone need to trim her fucking eyebrows. They need a weed whacker on them things, man. She fucking bleh. Make me sick. But I mean, today's society of people having babies. Honestly, I think everybody that wants to have a baby these days, honestly, Hell, even I say it sometimes. If I knew what my kids are gonna go through, I wanna have kids. But they're gonna do some shit right now. I'm gonna do some shit right now. But I would never murder my kids. I just wouldn't have had them if I could tell the future. But do the people doing what I think should happen now, do the people doing this kind of stuff, and it will suck for everybody, because everybody would have to do it. Have to take a mentalization course to see if you're stable someone got to do something. Somebody's got to do something, because when you got kids of today and how society is making you raise your kids, oh man, out of control. You touch your kid, you'll get DCF. You touch your kid, they'll get taken away to DCF. They put this fear in the parents. Which I told them all the time, I spank my children. I don't care what you people say. You better get up out of my house. I spank them on the butt, on the hand. They do something wrong, something dangerous, and they get the discipline. I have backed off of my son of disciplining of 7 years old, and I'm suffering the consequences because people told me to stop doing that. So I said, all right, you smart asses want to think it's funny telling me stop that, give a spanking here and there. Yeah, that's different compared to what these people did to their kids. I mean, and I can just imagine if these kids were just, oh my God, and on that, the kids were brainwashed. Although maybe the girl wasn't so much. I could see her being a little cocky, little Miss Prissy, screaming. Because the kid, I'll tell you right now, said to the police, oh, they were outside, they got beat up by bullies. Now tell me that ain't something bizarre. Why would a kid say they're in a neighborhood like that now, mind you? They were walking in the neighborhood. Oh man, I'm gonna go in that neighborhood, I wanna find these bullies. I should go there and find these bullies, right? Beat them up. Hey, why'd you beat the little girl up? You killed her. Yeah, how about bullshit? You wanna talk about brainwashing kids. And that's what it is. Some people of today need a little. I know two young girls that was 30-something, early 30s, mid-30s, and oh my God, the things they get away from and away with all makes me sick. And I'll tell you something right now, when they ain't never had DCF in their life. I mean, they might have had them in once or twice, but they got rid of them. Somehow, some way, I don't know how, but they got rid of them. And the things these kids do and these parents do, one day, man, oh God, I tell people all the time what they do, and then I don't see nothing happen. Don't get me wrong, you want to talk about mandated reporters, I say stuff. I use them for an example. You see them, they ain't got nothing done yet. And these people should have had a mental evaluation. I'm so sick of sitting back and watching people like this have kids, then something terribly wrong, so they can't handle them. Because why? People ask me, they don't know how my son's teacher, the 7-year-old, she was out one day having a timeout, like I said in one video. She had to have a timeout. She had to leave the classroom, literally, because of my son. I mean, I'm sure the other kids were getting on the nerves, but oh boy. And that was because I let off like I was told to. Want me to let off? I let off. And that wasn't just, oh man, everybody told me stop doing, you should stop, you can't do this. You smart asses, here you go. Now I'm at this point. And I make sure I tell that to the people too. That's right. But for this all to happen, for this all to go down, and people to just keep getting away with this, man, it's sick. I know I'm sick of it. I can't stand looking at that shit. And then I'm the type of person that gets DCF on my ass, literally, because for false accusations. Accusations. Oh man, you wouldn't believe. the stuff that people had falsely said, and DCF comes in. You know, I'm the type of person that tells people right out to their face, and my kids have never been beaten with broken bones, bruises, blah, 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 blah. Never once did they walk into that door and say, "Whoa, how did this happen?" And then, if the kids did have bruises and stuff, or they'd tell them what would happen, and they would bring them in the room and talk to them by themselves, and, they would say, "Well, did this one do?" And I'm sure they ask them, "Well, did any of your parents beat you like this?" They'd tell them what happened. They did it to themselves. It's just a sick world, man. Sick world. And for the justice system to keep all lack of evidence. How about a new law? People that have kids and they're the last known person to see or visibly have their kids, they're the fault. Because they're the ones that should be taking care of them is right. They're their keepers. They're their heroes. They're their saviors. They're their protectors. Everything is a parent. You're a teacher. You're a friggin'... And yeah, being I don't mean go homeschooling either. Because today's schoolwork, man, and then you get your kids out there going to homeschool, and you're teaching them other ways or something, sometimes that ain't right. Because the curriculum out there now, I don't even want to even deal with that shit. And, damn. Then they got them homeschooling, they took theirs a little too extreme. But damn, this has got to stop. Something's got to cease. Sick. S-I-C-K. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I got to get my goddamn coffee. Hopefully there's a good song on after this so I can go back in time and get out of this sick friggin' world we live in. It's disgusting. But I just want to expose them people today and throw my thoughts and theories on what should be done with people having kids today. Everybody should go through a mental evaluation. I swear to God. They should have these courses. Instead of having courses dealing with difficult people, how about having courses of people, gonna want to have a baby. Because if they can withstand that kid scream until he's 8, 9 years old until he breaks out of it, oh yeah, then you're just a powerhouse like me. I tell people I don't know how I've done it, but I did it because why? I put myself in that predicament, and I don't give up. I never give up. I fucking don't do that shit. Put this kid on the deal with it. You like it, you deal with it. You don't like it, don't have him. Till that next video, YouTube Nation, please be safe, take care, and be aware of what you're doing if you're going to have kids. This is more difficult than you think. Out.